Ok, Mike dela, stream dela, vse dela. Zamujam pol ure na predstavitev. COMPUTEXU 2022 se je začel. AMD ima danes ob 8 predstavitev. Mi bomo pogledali zdaj to. Oni, ko boste prišli, GG. Ostali si pa pogledajte pol za nazaj. Adijo. A v redu kamera? Koliko je meni vroče, ne znam vam povedati. Tle noter je 2000 stopinj. Fucking shit. V dnevni je 25, tle je pa 27. Skaj bom padel. Kje si kopi? Gremo mi kar gledat to. Ko prejam folk prije.
For 2 years of pandemics, our lives have changed, and the hosts were COMPUTEXU and around through Chair and CEO of AMD. AMD is the
Chairman, ne chair.
and effective
Kinezi.
computing leader. Under Lisa's
OG pause, Domen pause.
AMD has successfully executed a multi-year strategy with the strongest portfolio of computing, graphics, FPGAs, adaptive SoC products, and
Vse bojo pokazali danes. Nova generacija AMD-jev, procesori, nove matične, nov chipset. Vse bomo videli. Da vidimo, kaj bomo ta let kupili.
Combining cutting-edge CPUs, GPUs,
Cutting edge.
software. AMD and its ecosystem partners will show breakthrough performance and leadership experiences for gamers, enthusiasts, and creators. We can't wait for the exciting news that Lisa is about to bring. So please, let's welcome Dr. Lisa Su.
Ajmo.
Welcome, and thank you for joining us today. I also want to thank Taitra for the invitation to keynote
Moram si
COMPUTEXU
hlače preobleči.
2022, and Chairman Wang for the very kind introduction. Every year I look forward to COMPUTEXU as the opportunity for our industry to gather in Taiwan and highlight the deep partnerships throughout the ecosystem and our work together to shape the future. From system design and manufacturing to motherboards, graphics cards, and other critical components like memory and storage, our partners in Taiwan play a critical role helping AMD push the envelope in high-performance computing. This is the most exciting time for the semiconductor industry. Whether you're talking about cloud, supercomputing, 5G, AI, or intelligent end devices, high-performance and adaptive computing solutions are playing a larger and larger role in every aspect of our daily lives. And we see this trend only accelerating in the coming years. We recently closed our acquisition of Xilinx, the largest semiconductor transaction in history. And AMD now has the broadest portfolio of leadership compute engines in the industry, building on our high-performance CPUs and GPUs with the industry-leading FPGAs and adaptive SoCs. Now, AMD is all about pushing the envelope on technology. Wherever our partners have a need for more computing capability, you will find AMD. And you can see our products and technologies everywhere, from PCs to game consoles, smartphones, the cloud, and now industrial and telecom as well. Today, though, is all about our next generation of PC products for gamers, creators, and enthusiasts.
Idemo.
Now, as we've seen over the last several years, the PC has never been a more essential part of how we live, work, and play. With 349 million PCs shipped in 2021 and more than 900 million shipped in the last 3 years. At AMD, we're all about building the best. Today, we're going to focus on the best in PCs, including new leadership ultra-thin commercial and gaming notebooks, and new details on our next generation Ryzen desktop processors and platforms.
Nice, man.
Let's start with the latest in ultra-thin notebooks powered by our Ryzen 6000 processors. Here's Jason Vanta, General Manager of our OEM PC business.
Thank you, Lisa. At CES earlier this year, we brought you the incredible Ryzen 6000 Mobile, powered by the Zen 3 Plus CPU core, RDNA 2 graphics, and 6nm TSMC technology. Ryzen 6000 also brought an entirely new notebook platform, delivering DDR5, PCIe Gen 4, and USB 4 in the most premium notebooks. We promised leadership, performance per watt, battery life.
Evo sam vinča nova generacija procesora, lahko boš to kupil.
The initial reviews were a resounding reflection that we delivered on our promises. The Asus G14 was consistently awarded for its combination of gaming performance, innovative form factor, and exceptional battery life.
A poskipamo te mobile. Ne bomo pogledali vse, koga jebe.
Have either launched or been announced to date. But our Ryzen 6000 portfolio is only just beginning. Ryzen 6000 will establish leadership in additional segments, including ultra-thin consumer and commercial enterprise notebooks. Our goal with Ryzen 6000 ultra-thin is to partner on notebooks that are ready to work, create, collaborate, and even game on the go. Just like our gaming notebooks, we want our ultra-thins to offer the perfect balance between performance and mobility.
Sauke znoro. Friend, če Sauke ne napiše trikrat poz, si lahko fix da je fake. To je fact. To je fact. Sauke, če ne napiše trikrat poz, je fake profil. On ni Sauke. Tako da budite pozorni na Saukiča.
We can enable new experiences on the thinnest systems in the market today. The recently launched ZenBook 13S OLED is only 14.9 millimeters thick and weighs only 2.2 pounds. This slim, sleek system can easily run Godfall 1080p at over 60 frames per second. The recently launched Yoga Slim 7 Pro X delivers discrete level gaming performance in a chassis less than 16 millimeters thick.
Oh dear.
We partnered with PC OEMs on some of the most exciting premium ultra-thin notebooks launching this year.
Ne vem, koliko bi jim zaupal te cifre. Ker imam doma Razer Blade, staro i7-ko, pa se konkretno greje, pa imam i9 Ryzena noter v PC-ju, ki se tudi izredno greje, tako da. Jaz sem še zmeri malo skeptičen vse te performance numbere, ki jih kažejo za laptope, ker se pač v real life-u pokaže, da je to malo drugače. Jaz, na primer, s svojim Bladeom sred poletja sploh nisem mogel igrati, ker smo bili na morju. Ni bilo teorije, da bi karkoli igral. Ni bilo najmanjše teorije. Tako da... Ajde, če sediš v sobi, v kateri je 18 stopinj, pol verjamem, da je lahko tudi procesor v laptopu pač nižji od 70 ali pa 80, drugač pa po moje slaba.
Seamlessly blend collaboration, productivity, and mobility. Over 60 commercial notebooks will launch this year based on Ryzen, an increase of over 25% year on year. Ryzen Pro has become synonymous with performance on productivity applications. The latest Ryzen Pro commercial notebooks outperform competitive processors by up to 17% on combined Microsoft Office and Teams productivity. The efficiency optimization enable continuous collaboration from the office, the coffee shop, or the couch. Ryzen 6000 delivers a 45% battery life advantage on Microsoft Teams when compared to notebooks powered by a comparable competitive mobile processor. Ryzen 6000 Pro has also taken the commercial battery life crown based on third-party analysis. The HP EliteBook 865 G9 ranks as the #1 laptop in the world on the Mobile Mark 2018 benchmark with 26.1 hours of battery life.
26 hours, stari, 26 hours of usage time. Alo! Kakih 26 ur usage time-a? I don't know how you use your laptops, bro, but that ain't happening.
Mainstream notebooks are not ready to deliver a full-featured responsive Windows 11 or Chromebook experience. Today, we are announcing a new APU codenamed Mendocino that will launch in the second half of this year. Mendocino is
Zen 2.
ideal for do-it-all Windows 11 notebooks
Ne.
and Chromebooks
Ne.
between $399
Zen
and
2.
$599 US. Built on the same low-power, high-performance 6nm technology
Bullshit.
as our award-winning Ryzen 6000 mobile product family, Mendocino offers up to a quad-core, 8-thread Zen 2 CPU, true RDNA 2 graphics, LPDDR5 memory, and cutting-edge video codecs to enable seamless collaboration across Zoom, Teams, and Google Meet. The number of systems announced using Ryzen
Ok, dejansko deluje zanimiv segment, pa cenovno dostopen. Ne vem, kako je v Sloveniji, s tem, ampak Američani, srednja šola, osnovna šola, vsi uporabljajo Chromebooke ali pa kakšne druge poceni laptope pač. Redko kdo sploh še full enih zvezkov na sabo, pri nas je pa najbrž sam še to, noben ima laptopov sabo, pa tablic.
To enjoy the superior performance, exceptional mobility, and captivating experiences delivered by Ryzen. Now let me hand it off to Frank Azor to talk to you about the latest on AMD Advantage.
Thanks, Jason. Imagine a gaming computer where every core component is designed to work seamlessly with one another, where every performance and efficiency metric is optimized in the CPU and GPU since their inception for the purpose of delivering to you the absolute best computing experience technologically possible. That is our vision for the future of gaming at AMD. About a year ago at COMPUTEXU, we announced the AMD Advantage framework. These solutions feature AMD high-performance components, including our family of exclusive smart technologies. AMD Advantage laptops are developed to follow stringent design guidelines and processes to deliver systems with state-of-the-art performance,
Zanimiv koncept.
high refresh rate displays, fast load times, great battery life, and so much more. Our mission with AMD Advantage systems is to raise the bar of what defines the industry's best gaming laptops. And it starts with our smart technologies, where AMD CPUs and GPUs work cohesively together to help eliminate system bottlenecks with technologies like Smart Access Memory, while at the same time delivering
Umazan mam
when
mikrofon.
it's needed most with Smart Shift Max. AMD Smart Access Graphics intelligently optimizes your system for maximum performance and efficiency. And for delivering outstanding gaming on battery
Nima sploh še nobenega vonja.
Smart Shift Eco. Today I'm excited to announce our
Kje
next
si
smart
to pa?
technology. Smart Access Storage gets you out of the load screen and into
Gledamo,
your
kva nam bo
gameplay
AMD
faster than
uvalil
ever.
ta let.
Traditional game
A ste
loading
misliš v
takes
redu
a
zdaj?
significant amount of compute power to decompress the game's
Ja,
data,
bom s tem dodal malo bolj.
requiring the CPU to do
Čeprav
the
najbrž je brez
decompression
pop filtra
and
boljši
data
zvok.
transfer, which introduces latency and takes up considerable system resources. To help bypass these bottlenecks, AMD's created Smart Access Storage, a suite of technologies supporting
Sam.
Microsoft Direct Storage that utilizes Smart Access Memory along with new AMD platform technologies and Radeon GPU asset decompression to improve both game load times and texture streaming. We're so excited about this new technology. Stay tuned for more news on Smart Access Storage in the coming months. Now, let's talk about some of the awesome AMD Advantage gaming laptops we have coming to market, built with the latest Ryzen 6000 series processors, the latest Radeon 6000M and S series graphics, and AMD's smart technologies. As Jason mentioned earlier, the first AMD Advantage solution we launched this year was a 14-inch ROG Zephyrus G14. At only 18.5 millimeters thin, it's quickly become one of the industry's favorite gaming laptops. The system's already available at most retailers and e-tailers worldwide for you to experience yourself, so go check it out. For gamers looking for a desktop-like experience in a gaming laptop, the Alienware M17 R5 offers supreme performance on a beautiful 17-inch low blue light emitting display with up to 500 nits of brightness, featuring Dolby Vision and refresh rates up to 4K at 120 Hz. Lenovo recently announced the Legion Slim 7. This is the thinnest AMD Advantage laptop yet, offering 100 frames per second gaming performance in a 16-inch laptop that's just 17 millimeters thin.
To zgleda isto kao moj Blade, realno.
Powerful and efficient AMD processors and graphics, and a massive battery capacity up to 100 watt-hours. So much performance and battery in such a thin and light form factor makes this system an incredible engineering achievement.
To je Razer Blade.
For performance-demanding gamers, the new Lenovo Legion 7 AMD Advantage Edition gaming laptop features new WASD keys.
Tudi ni,
equipped
se mi
with
zdi nič
precise
debelejši.
force sensor technology.
Tem, da je
This
15-ka.
technology allows players to scale their input through different levels of pressure applied to their keyboard. Imagine being able to control the speed your character moves in-game based on how hard or soft you press on the WASD keys. of
It's
your
called
keyboard.
analog, dumbass.
Force sensor technology literally adds new dimensions to how you game.
Force sensor. No, it's
Beyerdynamic and
analog.
Origin are two of our first AMD Advantage system integrators.
Adijo.
These systems will be available.
Ko prodajajo jaja za bubrege, friend. Ko prodajajo jaja za bubrege.
Beyerdynamic and Origin are two of our first AMD
Ne morem
Advantage
verjeti.
integrator designs.
Ne morem verjeti.
These systems will be available starting this summer.
Da
on
tako
Origin,
prodajajo jaja za
and
bubrege.
JD.com, and will each be enabled with the family of AMD smart TVs.
Gremo naprej.
Also feature safe low. Excited to announce that this summer, Corsair will be launching their first Voyager family of smart TVs.
Grdo kot pes.
Display. Software, Hub Soft Studio, and this Voyager.
Gremo naprej, ne zanimajo se ti
The
mobile
power of
čipi.
Ryzen, Radeon, and AMD software to build the best in ultra-thin commercial and gaming notebooks. Now, you all know that at AMD, we're always working on what's next. So let's close with a preview of what comes next for desktop PCs. Today, tens of millions of gamers, creators, and PC enthusiasts use AMD Ryzen processors in the AM4 platform. AM4 motherboards were first introduced in 2016. Almost 6 years later, we've now shipped nearly 70 million AM4 CPUs, spanning more than 125 unique processors, 5 different architectures, and 4 process technology nodes. Ecosystem support for AM4 has been amazing, with our partners introducing more than 500 unique AM4 motherboards. And AM4 is still going strong.
Pa res je huda platforma.
Just last month, we launched the Ryzen 7 5800X3D, the world's first desktop CPU with 3D stacked chiplets. It plugs into existing AM4 motherboards and delivers an average 15% boost in gaming performance over the 5800X. This type of performance improvement has typically only been possible with the introduction of a new CPU architecture. And as the reviews have highlighted, if you want the best PC gaming processor today, it's the 5800X3D in the AM4 platform. And when you look at the numbers,
Samo 600
compared to
evrov,
the
Jaro
best
moj.
gaming processor from the competition, the 5800X3D wins across a broad range of games. It is the world's fastest gaming CPU, and importantly, it delivers that leadership performance while using significantly less power.
Ja.
Now, while AM4 is a great platform that will
Medtem,
continue
ko
for
je
many years
AMD
to come,
zaklenjen na 125
building the best
vatov,
PCs is
Intel
always
vleče
about
300.
pushing the envelope. And for AMD,
Nerealne
we do
cifre.
this by combining our multi-generational CPU core roadmap with advanced manufacturing process nodes and leadership packaging technologies. Today, I'm really excited to share more about the next major step in our roadmap that extends our leadership in desktop PCs. Our next generation Ryzen 7000 desktop CPUs
Idemo.
combine our new Zen 4 core in 5nm process technology
AMA
with
5.
the all-new socket AM5
S tem, da ne bo
platform
več,
to bring more
ne bo
performance,
imel
more
več
features,
pinov
and more
procesor, ampak bojo
capability to desktop PCs.
pini na
And it all
matični, torej bo
starts with our
LGA
Zen 4
socket.
core. We designed Zen 4 to deliver significant
Ne vem, če veste, kaj je razlika. LGA socket je to, kar ima Intel trenutno, da so v bistvu vsi pini so v socketu na matični, AMD ima pa lih kontra, da ima pine na procesorju, na socketu na matični ima pa sam lukne. Zdaj bo pa pač narejen tako, kakor ima Intel, torej LGA.
performance and performance per watt advances over our already industry-leading Zen 3 core. We doubled the L2 cache to 1 megabyte per core for higher throughput.
Adijo.
We've also increased the clock speeds on Zen 4 to run significantly above 5 gigahertz. And with higher IPC and faster clock speeds, we expect Zen 4
Significantly above 5 GHz, alo. Alo, kuma?
CPUs to deliver more than 15% higher single-threaded performance
Zen
compared
4
to the
bo
prior
norišnica.
generation. We've also added instructions for hardware-accelerated AI workloads like neural networks and machine learning. Now, for the first time, let me show you our Ryzen 7000.
Adijo.
As you can see, Ryzen 7000 CPUs
They already have them. They already have them, momci. To pomeni, da mi novembra že kupujemo nove Ryzene. Alo, novembra že kupujemo Ryzen 7900X. Alo.
Core chiplets, each with 8 Zen 4 cores, built on an optimized version of TSMC's high-performance 5nm process technology. The larger chiplet is an all-new 6nm I/O die designed for Ryzen 7000. We added RDNA 2 graphics, bringing integrated graphics capabilities into our Ryzen enthusiast desktop CPUs for the first time. And we've also made significant advances in power management and added support for the latest memory and I/O technology.
Ja, lik zanj sem gledal, ful jih je po Evropi že za 800-900 evrov, drugač, teh 3080. Sploh LHR pa teh pri TI. Ker zdaj itak nadomestek za 3080 je 3080 Ti. In 3080 so uradno šle ven iz prodaje. Zdaj to, kar si ti kupuje, je najbrž pač neka stara zaloga, ki so jo še imel. Medtem, ker 3080 Ti so še zmeri drage, ja.
Like DDR5 and PCI Express 5.
Jaz sem jo dobil novembra 21. Ne, kdaj smo mi kupili? Fuck, jaro, jaz sem novembra 2020 kupil RTX 3080, se mi zdi, ja? Novembra 2020. Znači, jaz sem dal takrat 700 pa neki. Aha, ta novejša je 12 giga. Nice, nice.
To tell you more about our new AM5 desktop platform, here's the general manager of our desktop business, David McAfee.
Ja, pač da se dobiti za MSRP, ampak je še zmeri drago ful. Tako da, nisi nič naredil. Ajmo.
Thanks, Lisa. Beyond the processor itself, one of the most exciting aspects of this new product family is the transition to the AM5 platform ecosystem. As Lisa mentioned, AM4 was an incredible platform with longevity and capability beyond what we even imagined it would be when it was first introduced. As we approached the design of AM5, our philosophy followed many of the same principles. We wanted to create a platform designed for flexibility and built for the future, one that maximized the capability and performance of our processors, and one that incorporated modern I/O and interfaces that will define the next generation of enthusiast desktop PCs. To that end, our new AM5 platform will lead the industry in capability for the most demanding enthusiast PC builds. That starts with an all-new socket and a transition from micro PG
170 vatov, LJ socket, Julia 718 pinov. Damn, that's gonna be a big ass socket. Zdaj je ta največji socket, mislim, trenutni socket, ki ga Intel uporablja, je Julia 700, ker pomeni, da ima Julia 700 pinov. Tam pa Julia 718. Še malo večje. DDR5, PC 5.0 support, native support do 170 vatov, ker je full, trenutno je bilo 125 vatov. Tako da že kle je bo konkreten power jump, po moje. Compatible with socket AM4 coolers. I love it. Nice, man.
To an LGA socket to drive more power and greater signal integrity for all of those high-speed IOs.
Šli so na LGA končno.
Expansion to new processor infrastructure groups all the way up to 170 watts TDP to take advantage of the performance per watt efficiency of leading-edge process technology nodes.
Kdaj je šel Intel na LGA socket? S Pentium 4, a ne? Ko full dolg nazaj, varianta 22 let nazaj.
Unlocking even more all-core performance. It incorporates next-generation I/O capabilities, including dual-channel DDR5 memory and the capability to drive the most PCI Gen 5 lanes from the processor socket in the industry. And last but not least, over the past several years, we've developed a robust cooler ecosystem for AM4 platforms, supporting a wide range of passive, air, and liquid coolers in all shapes and sizes and price range. And I'm happy to say that as we make this transition, our new AM5 socket will be compatible with existing AM4 coolers. When you look at AM5's I/O capabilities, we've made many enhancements, like enabling 24 PCI lanes capable of Gen 5 speed connected directly to the socket to power the fastest storage and graphics solutions in the industry. We now support up to 14 super speed USB ports, including support for 20 gigabit per second speed and USB Type-C connectors. We know that connectivity is critical to the enthusiast motherboard user, and AM5 includes support for Wi-Fi 6E for blazing fast wireless connectivity, as well as 4 independent display outputs connected to the integrated RDNA2 graphics engine.
Okay.
In addition to all of that I/O directly
Guess
connected
okay.
to the socket, the new 600 series chipsets bring a host of expansion options to the platform to meet the needs of even the most demanding users. Now, beyond the core platform I/O, the socket AM5 ecosystem also features an all-new SVI3 power infrastructure. This brings multiple advantages to the platform, such as support for additional power phases, for that higher power delivery into the
170
motherboard,
vatov.
fine-grained power control, and significantly faster voltage response capability.
Najbolj me zanima, kako bojo zdaj izgledali njihovi čipleti. Ali bojo šli na to foro, kakor ima Intel, da ima pač performance pa economy, ali whatever, efficiency core, ali bojo šli še zmeriti, kako so imeli do zdaj, vsi kori isti.
Our AM5 motherboard family will feature 3 levels of boards with different features targeting different segments.
X670 Extreme. I guess I know what I'm buying.
Of the desktop market. At the very top of the stack, we have our X670 Extreme motherboards. These boards deliver the best of the best across all aspects of what the most demanding enthusiasts crave. PCI 5, dual channel DDR5 memory with the most extreme overclocking headroom and the most power phases to push the limits of performance and overclocking. Next, the X670 AM5 platform delivers the goods for the bulk of Ryzen enthusiasts and their gaming builds. PCI 5 to at least one of the M.2 slots, as well as the primary graphics slot on many boards, as well as very strong memory overclocking and CPU power deliveries on the board. And finally, our B650 boards offer the perfect balance of price point and capability. These boards are designed for performance users who want all the features the AM5 ecosystem has to offer, but may not demand all of the headroom and overclocking support the X series boards make available. These boards will all feature PCI 5 to an M.2 storage socket so that users can take advantage of the benefits that Gen 5 offers. Now, in 2019, AMD was the first to introduce PCI 4 to our desktop platforms, and now we're bringing in PCI 5, which doubles the throughput once again, offering a theoretical maximum speed of 32 gigatransfers per second per lane to a range of devices on the motherboard. The first enthusiast-grade PCI 5 devices entering the market are NVMe storage solutions. And AMD is partnered with VIII, as well as storage device manufacturers like Crucial and Micron to bring this incredible performance uplift to the AM5 platform. Now, speaking of performance, as we develop these next-gen storage solutions with our partners, we're seeing an incredible 60% increase in sequential read performance versus PCI Gen 4 drives. When you think about
Ne bi si mislil, da bo tok interfejs naredil razlike.
Like faster game loads or recalling large models from storage, the PCI Gen 5 ecosystem promises to deliver a fantastic experience. We expect to see the first devices from Crucial and Micron available in the consumer market timed with the introduction of the AM5 ecosystem, followed by new devices from other partners like Gigabyte,
Niso pa še nič omenili datumov.
Shortly thereafter. Our partners will introduce...
Imajo že. Imajo že. ROG, evo, ROG.
A range of new AM5 platforms covering
Crosshair
features.
X670 Extreme. I need that. I need that. X670 Extreme it is.
Price points and capabilities to address the needs of many different
Tole bo treba vzeti.
customers. Boards from ASRock, Asus, BioStar, Gigabyte, and MSI will feature many of the capabilities that you heard about today. I'm so excited about what we're bringing to market with AM5 and the designs our partners are developing around this next generation solution. I can't wait for you to get your hands on the next era of Ryzen desktop computing. And with that, I'd like to hand the stage back to Lisa to show off a little bit of what this platform is capable of.
Okay, nice. To smo čakali.
Thanks, David, for highlighting some of the big advances AM5 will bring to desktop PCs. Now, one of my favorite things to do is show off our new tech, so I'm so excited to be able to do that now with Ryzen 7000. Let's start first with gaming. What you're seeing now is gameplay footage of the recently released Ghostwire Tokyo from Tango Gameworks and Bethesda Studios, running on a pre-production version of our 16-core Ryzen 7000 processor. This first-person action-adventure game has rich visuals that help...
16-core, niso pa povedali, kjer je to. 16-core bo najbrž zdaj 6900. Predvidevam.
...recreate an alternate...
Upam, da so kaj pojačali, no.
...version of Tokyo. If you look at the current frequency of the CPU reported in the top left corner...
5,4 GHz! Med igrco! 5,4! To je 1 GHz več, kot je moj. S tem, da je to 16-core procesor. Kva? Kva?
You can see that those Zen 4 cores are running around 5.5 gigahertz
5,5
with slight variations during gameplay. We designed Zen 4 to run significantly faster than our previous generation, and that increase in frequency can translate into a smoother gaming experience. And while this is just one example, we're really excited for gamers to get their hands on our Ryzen 7000 series.
7000, ne 9,
But we know
sorry.
our fans use
Sorry,
Ryzen for
7,
more
ne
than just
6.
gaming. From the beginning,
7900X.
Ryzen has set the standard for high-performance content creation, delivering performance that was previously only available in a workstation-class processor. Ryzen 7000 will extend that even further. Now let me show you a Ryzen 7000 processor running the popular Blender 3D modeling software. On the right is the Ryzen 7000 system, and the left is a competitor system. Both CPUs are 16 cores and rendering a custom image of our next-gen Ryzen desktop CPU, with Blender maxing out the core and thread count of those processors to complete the render as quickly as possible. As you can see, the Ryzen 7000 system completes the process 31% faster, which means creators spend less time waiting and much more time creating.
Zato je 7000 generacija tudi, ja. V glavnem, zajebil sem jaz tamo, pa sorry.
CPUs and AM5 platforms. You'll hear a lot more over the coming months, and you should expect Ryzen 7000 processors will be available starting this fall. It's been fantastic spending some time with everyone today. Let me close with a recap of the news.
Kar neki.
New ultra-thin and gaming notebooks
Kar neki, upal sem, da bo kaj več pokazali.
AMD Advantage with leadership performance and battery life are available now.
Znači, niso modelov releasali, nič niso pokazali.
AMD Mendocino will be available starting in Q4, and Ryzen 7000 and AM5 are coming this fall. Thank you all so much for joining us today. We look forward to seeing you in person again soon. Have a great COMPUTEXU 2022. Zakaj je že konc? This sucks. Dajmo še kaj od COMPUTEXA. Ne, očitno je bil samo AMD danes. Gremo pogledat. COMPUTEXU 2022. Aha, jutro se uradno začne, 24. COMPUTEXU Taipei, zanima me, če imajo kakšen razpored, kdaj so kakšni keynoti. Show profile. Ne, to je 2021. Poljadno. Timeline ali pa timetable. Ok. Microsoft je čez 25 minut. Nvidia je pa čez 19 ur. Kje si, kebab? Kako smo? Ok, čez 25 minut je Microsoft. Ampak to po moje ne bo nič zanimivega.
Ja, Microsoft ni toliko zanimiv za nas. O Windows 11, ki se bojo pogovarjali, za moje pojme, to ni ne tako wow. To po moje džabe, da gledamo. Bo pa Nvidia po moje zanimiva. Nvidia bo tudi po moje pokazala nove grafične. Ali pa vsaj napovedala, če ne je že pokazala. Lahko da je pol na... Kje bi lahko pol še pokazali dejansko? E3 je že bil, ne? Ja, E3 bi mogel biti kaj? Kakaj? E3 2022 schedule with big gaming events happening between June 9 and 12. Ok, na E3 bojo po mojem malo več pokazali. Bomo videli, ampak mislim, da bi na E3 se znali kaj. Ne vem, stari. Summer Game Fest bo sam, to bojo sam špili najbrž. Skoraj zihar bojo sam špili. Devolver, Ubisoft, State of Play, Nintendo, EA Play, ja. That's it. Why though? Trudim se ugotoviti, kaj je še kaj tazga ta let. Škoda, da so cancel event, stari. Nisem spomnil, da so cancel event. Why the fuck, pač? Kar neki. Bro, E3 so scancelali. Pač, zdaj, ko se te COVID restrikšni pa tudi liftajo, so oni scancelali. Oni so scancelali 2022 event. Kva? Koliko jadno? Ful jadno. E3, klej se punim zajebal, pač. Letos, ko se je začelo dogajati dejansko na polno, vsi eventi so se letos začeli dogajati, vse se je letos odprl, oni so scancel. Ok. Computer shows, jaz ne vem več, kaj naj napišem. Computer trade fairs. COMPUTEXU je 24. do 27. maj. Interop Tokyo, Cyber Security Fair Event, Dreamhack. Pizda, pa se noč tazga ni, na katerem bi nam lahko pokazali še kaj, bojo mogli svoj event delati. Slaba. Kaj pa Gamescom? To pa bo. To bi pa lahko bilo. 24. august do 28. august. To zna biti cool. A gremo na Gamescom? Pizda. To bi se pa lahko izmenil. To bi se pa moglo orgajati. PAX. Kdaj je PAX? PAX je že bil. Ne, PAX še bo. Mogoče bojo na PAXu kaj pokazali. Sej, takih eventov je še dosti, ne. Sam ne vem, ni nič specifično za hardware, tako kot je na primer zdaj ta COMPUTEXU pa to, ne. To mi je ful čuden. Tiketov še niso ven dal. Pizda, ta let bo po moje Gamescom polhan. Gamescom bo letos po moje polhan, čeprav... Kako še niso dali tiketov ven? Early bird discount until April 28. Več kot očitno so dali karte že ven, stari. Ej, mačak, jebo ti pas mater. Ko vam prefuku tega mačka en dan, stari. Dosađuje vsem po vrsti. Retard. Zvečer tarki, ne vem še. Ne vem še, bomo videli. Maybe yes, maybe no.
Hey 2022, we're back.
Now's the fun part, bitch!
Back in Cologne, Germany. Stronger together, united. Meet your community, boost your business, see your friends. Be a part of
Early bird discount. A to je bilo mogoče za te... Visitors. Raid visitors? I don't even know. Mogo nam boš zrihtat, friend, biznis karte. Boš mogel prek firme zrihtati, vi boste zih dobili. To je bilo ful jako. Ne vem, boga mi. Ful me čuden, to je bilo najbrž pol. Early bird discount je bilo najbrž za te razstavljalce pa to, a? Predvidevam. Za te štante pa to. Skor zihar. Drugo dvomom, da bi bilo. Pa te gamer meld. To je pa najslabša, evo. Tole gamer meld. Znači tega nikoli ne gledati. Te pojma nimajo kaj govorijo. Jedu govna. In konstantno neke slabe like pač uno. Kar neki. Ful zabito. Ful zabito. Grozen. Grozen. Gamermeld, najslabši kanal na YouTubu. Neki si zgoden, Buraz, jaz že ful dolg streamam takole zjutri. Ful dolg streamam tako zjutri. Kje si ledeni? Kdaj imaš kaj cajta, da gremo na kako kavo? Kako delaš? Jaz druga zdaj sem pa pizda, več ali manj sem streamal dopoldan. Več ali manj sem streamal dopoldan zadnje cajte. Popoldan ful redko. A vidiš, kar pricing imajo, oni imajo kar pricing že, pa ne vem kaj. Dej, prosim te. Dej nehi, jaz si neumen. Kar ene glupe fore. Kak, zdaj gledam, imam šta pametno. Ajde kebab, lepo se mej. Naslednji lah, ok, cool. Pizda, najbrž nisi niti šel pogledat, a ne? A veš, to je to. Ker noben ne pričakuje, da bo en debil live ob 8 zjutraj. Jaz sem pa pač več ali manj imam tako cajt, malo ga odpeljem v vrtec pa imam cajt, veš, kakšno urco, 2. Pol moram pa še par stvari narediti, to je to. Gledam, če kje za pogledat zdajle. Nov dizajn, Team RS Darko. Ajde, gremo pogledat, kakšno ima ta dizajn avto nov. Darko Grujević. Gdje si Celin?
Ćao, evo nas u novom klipu. U ovom klipu ćete vidjeti kako se pripremamo za prvu trku ove godine. To je SDC Runda 1 u Čačku. Na autu smo odradili novi liveri, za to se pobrinula Sticker Planeta koja je radila na svim našim automobilima dizajn.
Zapni, kaj imaš to v roki, mikrofon ali sam rokice tako drži, kam usede? Interesantno. Vrlo interesantno. Aha, limo, Fordor. Lih mi je rekel friend, da zdaj radarje postavljajo, znači ne v avtu, ampak vzamejo radar ven in postavljajo ga kar tako v travo, to visoko, da se ga ne vidi sploh. Znači pazite ful, bote pazljivi, glejte, ne delati gluposti po cesti, popuščali boste izpit. Pazite punim. Ker to so pa res pederske fore, Jaro. To so pa pederske fore. Ajde, friend, da ti pustiš tam avto in da postaviš v bistvu radar s tem, da pač omejuješ hitrost, da pač folk malo razmišlja, da zaradi tega se tudi počasneje vozi. Ne pa, da ti, buraz moj, postaviš radar na tako pedersko pozicijo, da se ga ne vidi, da ni table merjenje hitrosti. To je samo čupanje denarja. To ni pač sploh namen tega, ni umiritev prometa, ampak je samo čupanje denarja. To je fakt. Tako da pazite, ker so ful so pizde smrdljive ratal. Govna odvratna, morajo vrniti te bone nazaj, smrduhi. Ogaben mi je fitment na avtu, upam, da ga ima tako nastavljen, ga zdaj samo za prevažati okoli. Če ga dejansko tako voz, buraz, mene je to grozen. Znači, vse verjamem, da je kle function over form, ampak še zmeri imaš lahko ti avto malo nižji, kot je tole, pa še zmeri funkcionalen. Ne rabaš imeti avto na taki višini, da se dobro pele, to sploh ni res. Laga imaš ti tudi nižji, ampak še zmeri na neki normalni višini, da pač ti ne max out amortizerjev čez vsako rupo. Tole, za moje pojme, je tole čisto mač. Pa tele japonske tablice so mi tudi presedle že čist. Kraljma. Čakaj. Na haubi ima lukne za GTR reže, pa jih nima noter zdaj. A so jih še niso dali najbrž noter, ker so ga vrepali ali pa kaj, I don't know.
Pored novog liverija imali smo i neke mehaničke prepravke na sistemu za hlađenje. Namontirali smo i zadnje upornice za štelovanje nagiba zadnjih točkova. Imali smo donje štelujuće, sad smo ubacili i gornje, tako da idemo na reglažu trapova. Imali smo za hlađenje. Namontirali smo i zadnje upornice za štelovanje nagiba zadnjih točkova.
Ampak to zdaj, kar je on rekel, tega ne moš narediti na vsakmu BMW-ju. Pač prva stvar, ki so oni zdaj naredili, oni so zamenjali zgornje roke, ki pridejo v bistvu od sredine, od mosta. Znači zadnji most je v bistvu kletka, ki je okoli diferencijala. In na ta zadnji most se prešrafajo zgornje roke, spodnje roke in that's it. Pa imaš pa ti še une, take U-roke, ki se prešrafajo v bistvu v karoserijo v spodi. In te zgornje roke pri BMW-jih v zadnji so v bistvu roke, ki so narejene tako. Ravna in pol je tako, O in pol je spet ravna, zato ker v tem oju sedi feder. In ti, če imaš, znači, normalno zadnje vzmetenje, če imaš neke obične gevinde, imaš feder pa amortizer ločen in te roke s tem federom noter ne moreš dati stran. Moraš kupiti gevinde, ki imajo coilover, ki imajo pač dejansko feder čez gevindo, čez amortizer, in imajo to pač ločen in lahko ti v bistvu pol to zgornjo roko, ki je včasih držala feder, eliminiraš in zamenjaš tako, ki se nastavlja in imaš še dodatno optiko za nastavljati. Fun fact.
Imali smo donje štelujuće, sad smo ubacili i gornje, tako da idemo na reglažu trapa da vidimo šta smo uradili.
Pa tudi feltne so mi grozne te. Competition M4. Šteluj ga, brate, šteluj ga. Ja, on prav voz s temi feltnami. Ja, život.
Na optici kažu
Mulčki.
sve okej. Iako nije ništa zeleno od onih brojki, nama to tako odgovara. Spakovali smo gomilu guma i planiramo sve da ih pocepamo ako auto bude radio, da kući vratimo prazne felne, tako da mi krećemo put Čačka i vidimo se tamo.
Aha, to je to.
Ništa ovo ne bi bilo moguće, koji su mi opet pomogli da oživim ovaj auto i napravili ga da izgleda kao da ga nikada ja nisam vozio. Će to da traje.
Kralj.
Vidimo se u Čačku.
Da vidimo kako Darko vozi. Aj, da vidimo. Aj, turbo. Najbrž je to turbo. Ali sam osmak. V8. Sodeč po tehle cinšpulah bi rekel, da je nek V8 turbo celo. Ja, Pužič. Pužič, care, Pužič. Mogoče twin turbo. Ali je to sam cevi za vodo. Pa je običan V8. Vse ne vem. Ta vikend je bil Čačak. 21. 22. Ja, je, boost. Kaj ima čudno zvok? Sploh nima unga V8 zvoka. Lanča. Gledajte to. Lanča Delta integrale. Fuck, kaj ima čudno zvok, stari. Sploh ne bi rekel, da je V8. Ok, zdaj je malo bolj VIII bil. Ja.
Kao i sa svakim trkačkim autom, problem u zadnjem trenutku, jutro smo od 7 u garaži, imali smo problem sa pritiskom goriva, ostavili smo fabrički regulator, mislili smo da će moći da radi na njemu, ali smo se opet onda vratili posle sat vremena čukanja, šrafljivanja, čega već sve, na trkački regulator i sad imamo pritisak goriva, auto upali i opet radi i nadamo se nećemo imati tih problema sad na mapiranju.
Dobri posnetki, lepo zgleda vse, všeč mi je. Najbrž nek Sony full frame. Ta color palette. Ajde, gurtnaj ga. Pizda, čeprav ta grafika mi je bila tu dobra. Mi je ta mogoče stara bolj všeč kot ona nova. Ne vem zakaj. Rad imam to roza, modro kombinacijo. Na črni. Dobro mi izpade. By the way, gledal sem včeraj, ni vam jasen, koliko ljudi je šlo včeraj z vleko domov iz Vortrzeja. Znači, če nisem videl 10 ali pa 15 Slovencov, ki so šli z vleko domov, adijo, res. Saints Row ta novo. Pizda, nimam nekih prevelikih upov za Saints Row. Remastered ali kva? A ta reboot? Adijo, kva si pa ti, idiot? To, official announce trailer, tole. 23. august. Jaz jih še zmeri nimam, stari. Meni že ta prvi Saints Row niso bili neki full wow. Jaz sem bil zmeri, ko sem videl Saints Row, sem bil zmeri Hofer GTA, friend, ne vem. IGN, ne pribijaj. Pred 4 dnevi. Tole, hands off preview.
Having watched roughly 50 minutes of Saints Row gameplay, I'm encouraged by what I've seen. Volition's reboot of the series looks a lot of fun, filled with the wackiness, carnage and humour you'd expect. It feels comfortably familiar, but with enough new ways to play to make it not just seem like a retread of what's come before.
Zna bit fora, okay, I'll give you that, zna bit fora.
When playful, urban, open-world games were a much more common occurrence.
Zna bit fora.
What can I say?
Ja, Eurospin GTA slash Just Cause. Kombinacija.
The first thing that caught my attention was the huge emphasis placed on customization. Everything from your playable boss, a huge range of vehicles, arsenal of weaponry, and your base can be tailored to your own designs.
Ni napačno, tako bom rekel, ni napačno.
With everything from paint.
Sem še zmeri mi da Hofer GTA vibe, full mi da Hofer GTA vibe.
Giving players the option to create just about anything human-shaped their mind can imagine. You can also completely overhaul the look of your character at any time. Simply open the in-game phone app to perform the most advanced cosmetic surgery known to man. In a weird way, it reminded me of The Sims as you build a library of characters, each with their own backstory you've made up in your head to take control of. However, the setting is less SimCity and more Sin City. The world of Saints Row is a fictional depiction of the American Southwest and looks colourful and bustling with life. The main city of Santo Ileso, a well-observed riff on Reno, Nevada, is a perfect example of this as little vignettes play out as you stroll down the street. A band might start playing out of nowhere, or you may even decide to provide the music yourself.
Še setting je pač GTA 5 basically.
It's this mix of semi-realistic setting
Oziroma San Andreas
that made the Saints Row games what they were. Distinct sandboxes where anarchic behaviour is not only encouraged, it's often required. Tonally, Saints Row fits somewhere in between the second and third of the original series. Not quite as dark as 2, but not as off-the-wall bonkers as the third. From the brief conversations I heard in cutscenes and the way the members of your gang spoke to one another, I was getting big Watch Dogs 2 vibes. Something I'm sure will split people, but as a big fan of Ubisoft's San Francisco-based sequel, I found this encouraging.
Ha, man. Kje si tole?
That said, Saints Row appears to offer a much more rural setting than you might expect. Large swaths of desert punctured with pockets of civilization fill the map, and it all looks pretty good too, as dust and sand is kicked up into every cactus you fly by. These large open areas look set to be where Saints Row's vehicles shine, with fully revamped
Določene stvari se mi zdijo malo forced,
games from the
pa za 2022 se mi zdi malo preveč basic grafika.
and dropping them into theirs. And that
Ne vem, glede na to, da smo next gen, pa tudi tale fizika teh avtov, ki se vozijo, zgleda grozen. Ma GTA za moje pojme to malo bolj narejeno. Določene stvari so, ki me zmotijo. Deluje zabavno, zna biti zabavno za igrati. Mater, ti jebem. Ti jebem, mater.
Range of unique weapons, and that's no different here. I've seen guns that shoot bullets through walls as if they're paper, finger guns that fire bullets from giant foam hands, and my favourite, the Thrustmaster, a throwable football that sticks onto enemies and vehicles, sending them flying into the air before exploding into tiny pieces. Every weapon, even the more conventional ones, have their own unlockable signature abilities too, such as turning a simple pistol into a quick-fire machine pistol with the click of a button. As you'd expect, the action and violence is all very cartoony. It looks fluid too, and finishing off an enemy with their own weapon before diving feet first into a nearby car for a quick escape, then climbing onto the roof to fend off chasers while car surfing, looks very slick. Enemies do
Ja, čist je Just Cause fora.
Several shots in the head to take down, and it's often completely ridiculous, but that's always been part of Saints Row's charm.
Bomo šli komentarje pogledati, ampak ja. Bomo videli, ne bi lih dal 60 € za njo, ampak bomo videli.
In which you shove a grenade into an enemy's mouth and launch them at one of their friends, as well as skills and perks that let you tailor your style further. There's real variety in the enemies too, with each rival gang having
Ok, tole me je realno ful zmotal.
one of their friends, as well as skills.
Imaš in-game money, pa imaš ful enih RPG elementov. Ampak, te RPG elemente odklepaš z in-game currencyjem. To je full fail. Če greš v to smer, bi mogli imeti pol nek leveling, pa nek skill tree, pa neke skill pointe, ne pa da pač currency, ki ga zaradiš v igrci, moraš pol trošiti na te perke, pa na te stvari. To se mi zdi full fail. Pač, če hočeš RPG, narediš RPG, če hočeš pač nek pay to win, narediš pay to win. Ker kle bo fix nek store, v katerem boš lahko tudi denar kupil, ali pa kaj tazga, 100%. 100%.
There's real variety in the enemies too, with each rival gang having their own fighting styles, units and mini-bosses. From what I've seen, activities are pretty standard open world fare. Randomly generated discoveries, like blowing the doors off of an armoured van to get the cash inside, provide moments of distraction, plus there are more scripted side missions. Main missions are as you'd expect from an open world of this kind.
Pač koliko v GTA-ju, ko se ti levela driving, pa take stvari, če pač več vozaš, tako bi mogli biti. Ali pa če strelaš, če veliko strelaš, pa si pol full double strelc, pa take stvari, ne. Medtem, ko kle ne deluje, da je lih tako. Deluje dosti bolj, pay me $1 million to unlock this skill.
A mode where you cause as much damage as possible within a set time limit. It's Saints Row in its purest form, and makes no apologies about it. Taking down other gangs looks like it'll take up most.
Pa bo to multiplayer ali single player? Ko vem, da nek Saints Row je bil online, MMO style.
Fulfilling the 14 separate business ventures available on your war table, each with their own series of objectives. New gameplay mechanics and modes, such as Saints Row Classic Insurance Fraud, and customization options unlock as you progress through these objectives too. There are also collectibles to find around the world too, some of which can be used to redecorate your church base, further driving home the point of Saints Row being full of character and encouraging you to stamp some of your own character on its world. There's a lot going on in Saints Row then, and all of it will be fully playable in drop-in and out co-op too. Whether it all comes together to make for a great time before its August 23rd release date...
Mitja, bratsko, sploh te nisem videl, stari, v chatu že full nazaj si napisal, nisem te videl, sorry. Zdajle sem videl. Bruka živa. Imel sem na tem v chatu, ko ga imam kle, sem imel top chat, in zdaj pogledam v Streamlabs in vidim tvoj komentar. Bruka. Bruka. Gremo pogled tega do konca. Zanima me, koliko ima konjev dejansko ta VIII. Res te nisem za nalaz pregledal, stari. Sorry, full. Tole kle, mislim, da je Wastegate. Ne, kaj je to? Kje imajo zdaj oni turbo, stari? Jaz sem ziher, da je tole V8 turbo. Sam so ga nekam v zadnji skrili. Slabo. S temi motori, čim drkaš turbo, štrom, ovo, ono, zmer je neki, stari. Zmer je neki. Neka glupost ponovati, totalna glupost. Ama hud pine, ja.
Evo nas na Dinu, došli smo da izmerimo snagu, hvata me nervoza od rezultata, ali sad ćemo da vidimo šta će da bude.
Slabe cifre. To ni niti original konjaža tega V8 motorja. Če je seveda nek 4.0, 4.4, ne verjamem, da so taki drugega delali turbo.
Evo nas u novom klipu. Došli smo danas na Dino da izmerimo snagu auta. Pošto smo našli neke sitne probleme koji su nas mučili na ovom autu. Pre ovih radova auto izbacio 220 konja, što je jako malo za taj motor. Rešili smo, najavu snimamo malo kasnije, pošto nismo znali kakvi će biti rezultati unutra.
Lahko da je običan V8.
Sa rasporedom redosleda paljenja. Tome nam je pomogao čovjek koji nam pomaže od početka drift karijere, Gox iz Novog Sada. Tako da i ovaj problem je rešio, došli smo na Dino. Izmerili smo 276 konja, što je jako dobar rezultat za motor koji je polon i koji je vožen celu prethodnu sezonu.
Ok, pol je atmosfer 4.0, ampak... Zakaj ima pa pol boost gauge v avtu?
S kojim raspoložujemo ove sezone, a vidjet ćemo da li će biti dovoljno. Budite mi dobri i vidimo se u nekom od sljedećih klipova.
Bil sem fiks, da je turbo. 4.2. To je audio motor pol. 4.2 je dal noter. Čakaj malo. Kaj? Kaj? Audi 4.2 motor je to. Pol me cinšpule sploh ne presenečajo. Nisem sploh se toliko zavzel za motor. Avtomatično sem mislil, da je V8 in mislim, da je BMW V8 in nisem sploh več gledal. Je pa tudi jasen, zakaj mi je bil pol zvok toliko čuden.
Ćao ljudi, dobrodošli u novi klip. Danas ćemo pričati o ovom BMW-u.
Koliko pa lepa, 36K. Dej nehi. Hudo. BBS RC. 18K, celo. A so to celo 18K? Bi znale biti, tole bi znale biti 18K. Čeprav mogoče ne, ampak zgledajo kar velike.
Za koji kažu da ima krizu identiteta.
Touring. Kada bi mojega gledal, samo moj bil črn, stari. Hudo, lep.
Jer je promenio više motora koji nisu BMW-ovi. Sada je u njemu 4.2 V8 iz Audi A8. Iako svi znamo šta je pravi BMW. Ovo je pravi BMW. Linijski šestak, 2.5. Složit će se BMW-đije sa mnom. Ovde, iako znamo da je BMW-ov motor dobar, to je BMW-ov V8 motor da je dobar, odlučili smo se za Audijev jer je dosta jeftiniji bio u startu.
Zakaj nisi pustil te feltne gor, le to? In to so vse šterta zadnje, stari. On ima šterta zadnje, style 67, alo. To bi jaz na mojega, da vse šteri teta široke.
Kupili smo celog Audi A8 sa tim motorom, izvadili smo samo motor jer nam ništa pored toga nije odgovaralo. Kada smo izvadili taj motor, osvežili smo ga kompletno, rasturili smo glave motora, blok. Bukvalno smo sve do najsitnijih detalja rasturili i to smo sve ubacili u ovu karoseriju. Taj auto je bio automatik fabrički, pa smo na njega stavili BMW-ov 3.0 dizel menjač kao što stavljamo i na naša ostala kola jer je dosta izdržljiv. Morali smo da napravimo ceo auto za 14 dana jer smo toliko imali do prve trke, pa nismo mogli da čekamo adapter ploču i zamajac, to je taj adapter kit koji se koristi kada se stavlja menjač na neodgovarajući motor ili motor Audija kad hoćete spojiti sa BMW. Prepravili smo zamajac, napravili smo trkačko kvačilo, menjač smo presekli Audijev menjač.
Dej nehi, no koliko so une feltne bolj zgledale, no kaj bi avto navleki, no alo. Zapomnite si to sliko. Kje je zdaj avto navleki?
Odlučili smo se...
To, le to. Koliko te bolj zgledajo, stari? Adio. Ti res jebeno izpadajo na avto, pa ta barva rdeča ful lepo zgleda.
Za Audi pa ostala kola, 14 adapter ploču i na neodgovarajući motor ili motor Audija kad hoćete spojiti sa BMW. Prepravili smo zamajac, napravili smo trkačko kvačilo, menjač smo presekli Audijev menjač i presekli smo BMW-ov menjač i bukvalno zavarili jedan za drugi i tako smo dobili taj menjač koji odgovara i BMW-u i Audijev motor. Pored toga prepravili smo hlađenje, prepravili smo izduvne grane. Na samom motoru smo zatvorili neke kanale za vodu i to napravili da se bolje hladi, da bi moglo da izdrži na vožnju na stazi. Prepravili smo sistem za hlađenje, napravili smo na ovom autu hladnjak nazad. Pokazat ću vam posle zašto hladnjak nazad. Da bi to uradili morali smo ovim cevima da sprovedemo antifriz skroz do zadnjeg dela. Izvukli smo Iberlauf ovde, dodatni oil catch tank smo stavili, regulator pritiska goriva trkački koji možemo da štelujemo, to jest pritisak možemo da pomeramo. Usis ostavili smo fabrički jer nam je odgovarao oblik i to morali dosta mesta kad to napravili kako treba. Odlučili smo se stavimo standalone struju, stavili smo VEMS, Audi R8 ili kako već, te koriste svi kada stavljajte to i nisu prebaciti
Okej.
Hladnjakom.
Videli smo uglavnom kaj je, kako je. Nič preveč specifičnega. Momci, kje najboljš gledati motore za avto, odvisen kaj hočeš, drugače najcenej ti je vzeti cel avto iz kakve Nemčije ali pa pogledati kakšen motor drugje po Evropi, kakva Poljska, Bolgarija, kaj tazga. Pri nas je relativno drago vse ratalo. Fantje, hvala vam, ker ste bili kle. Vidimo se, jutro bomo gledali Nvidia COMPUTEXU. Ne vem točno kdaj je, bom preveril, mogoče je že ob 6 zjutraj, tako da bomo mogoče takrat že. Hvala vam, ker ste bili kle, hvala vam, ker ste bili na streamu. Malo smo se podružili, to je to z danes. Se vidimo, cene za LS1. Paid na JDM distro. JDM distro in klemaš pol, evo. Chevy LS. To ti bo najlažji. Aha, nimajo nobenega trenutno. Ampak če boš iskal kak motor ali pa kaj tazga, klemaš svašta. Od Skylineovih motorjev do Toyotinih JZ-ev. Vse imajo na zalogi, pošiljajo pa iz Irske, se mi zdi. Tako da, ja. Momci, to je to. Upam, da ste uživali. Se vidimo jutri. Poz.
Ej, Mercedes City, Mercedes City. Teku samo med i mlijeko, a cure su priti. Ej, Mercedes City, Mercedes City. Pare se okreću zimi i jeseni, ne samo liti. Ej, Mercedes City, Mercedes City. Počeli smo svi sad nas, a su favoriti. Ej, Mercedes City, Mercedes City. Nekada bili smo gladni uspjeha, danas smo siti. Ej, dođi u moj grad i svako je dobro došao. Ej, danas sam quarterback, prije bija vodonoša. Ej, felge su od kroma, to se podrazumijeva. Ej, džepovi su puni, zato spavam kao beba. Hvala Bogu. Svi nose samo Air Max.